Hi, this is Shilpa Sora. During this lockdown, I thought of sharing a few of my favorite recipes. So the first one is the prawn pulao. Okay, this is the prawns that we will be using. This is 250 grams of prawns. I have put a little bit of salt and turmeric and marinated it. Now we need a ground masala for this recipe. So for that we need 1 inch of ginger, 7 to 8 cloves of garlic, 3 chilies, coriander, 1 teaspoon of jeera, coriander seeds and peppercorns. The other thing what we need is 4 onions, 2 tomatoes, then lime juice, sugar, salt and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. This is what we need for the prawns. Now for the rice is that this is 300 grams of rice, basmati soaked, and this is 2 leaves of tej patta and 1 teaspoon of shaha jeera. Now this is the masala we are going to grind that we spoke about. So this are all the ingredients that I'm adding, and now we are going to grind this. Okay, let's just put in some oil first. Around like 2 tablespoons, and we start by sauteing the onions first. Oil is nice and hot, so we start sauteing the onions. Now we keep sauteing it till it's little golden brown, and we see that we saute it well, because this is what actually matters in the masala. So as the onions are getting sorted, so we can start with the rice. So this is like we add a little bit of oil first so that it doesn't burn the ghee that we add. So this is a bit of the oil. Then we add a bit, 1 tablespoon of ghee. This is needed for the rice. Now in this, add the tej patta or the bay leaves and a teaspoon of jeera. It's nice and hot, so see that it's buttering. And then to this we add the rice. Now the rule for the rice is always the water is double the amount. So if it is 300 grams of rice, then you need 600 grams of water, 600 ml of water, because that is what is needed to cook the rice well. For any biryani, always the ratio is the water is double of that of the rice. Okay, so we have sauteed the rice well in the ghee, and so now we add double the amount of water. To this, you have to add a quarter spoon of salt so that it adds the flavor, and a little bit of lime juice which keeps it nice and white. Okay, so now as you see, the onions are brown almost. So now we go adding the tomatoes. And then again, this needs to be sauteed also well enough that the tomatoes are nice and soft. So we keep sauteing till we get a nice amalgamated or an amalgamated flavor. Now guys, like, see, some of the tips I would like to share is, whenever you're washing your coriander, never wash it just under the tap, because that is what one of the tips my mom had given me, is that always the coriander has to be put in a bowl and soaked in water for at least 5 minutes for all the soil to leave its leaves and settle down. So always see that you wash your coriander in a bowl and then remove it from the water and then use it, as that the soil all settles down. Now as we are going ahead, now see, you can see the tomato is almost getting amalgamated with the onions. So let's keep sauteing this. And see, another thing is that the chili, like the green chili or the red chilies, or even the garam masala which I'll be adding later, can be adjusted to your own taste, your family taste. Okay, so now this looks almost done. Now it's like kind of leaving the oil. So now we put in the ground masala which we had made, the paste. We need to saute this also for a few minutes. And keep it on medium flame. Just keep, now like I said, we have put the ground masala which we made, and now just saute it for a few minutes more. So that in some time now we add the prawns. Now the prawns already have a little bit of salt, so please do check when you're putting salt again. So first let's saute this for some time and add the prawns now. Need a bit of water to be added to let's put in some water. And now let's steam the prawns for a few 4 to 5 minutes till they are semi-cooked. Okay, now let's check this. See guys, see how amazing it's looking. Now we need to add our salt. A little bit extra can do because we're going to have rice with it, so it will blend very well. And a little bit of the red chili powder. Most of it. And put a little bit of garam masala. And give it a stir. Give it a nice stir. Okay, and now for the last bit to add to this is your lime juice and your sugar. Now let's give it a one more steam. Then we add the rice. Layer the rice on top of this. Let's give it another one more steam now. Okay, see. Now let's see this. See, it's leaving its oil, so it's looking really nice and yummy. Now, every stage, wherever you all feel, you all should always taste the food, so that you know where you, if you want more salt, less spice, or whatever you want. It depends upon your personal needs and your family needs. So obviously, you have to keep tasting and checking what it is. Now, can you see, this is a rice that we prepared. Now we will be layering this rice on top of it and giving it the final steam. So let's layer this rice on top of the prawns. Let's lower the steam completely and layer this on top of the prawn gravy. So a nice prawn pulao we're looking at. See, the flavor of the rice also has come through because of the jeera. The shahadira adds a really lot of its flavor to the rice. And while you are layering, one thing I do is always try to puncture it like this, so that it like soaks in the entire rice that we are getting. The flavors come out towards the rice too. So let's now just steam it for the final one, so that we get a lovely prawn biryani now. Prawn pulao now to taste. Okay, so it's been around 5 to 7 minutes. So let's. Oh, see the way it's steaming, and see, you can see that the gravy has made its way up in the way the flavoring is happening. Yes, so come on, let's off the gas and let's do plating of this. Okay, let's see how it has turned out. Guys, see this. Isn't it yum? See how it has layered. Put in some more rice. The aromas is amazing. I'm really wanting all of you all to try this out, and please do let me know how you like my recipe in the comments. Thank you.